What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So as you know, I went all in on Dogecoin, right? I recently talked about Dogecoin and I needed to talk to you guys about Dogecoin to $5. The reason why I wanted to talk about this was just because a lot of people don't understand, and maybe they lost sight of where it can get to based on the market cap and the amount of popularity that does go through cryptocurrency, and how much will go through it after you see it. After you see AMC and GME make those moves and people get a lot of money in their hands, where are they going to put it? Into crypto. So before we get started into this, make sure you guys hit that like button. Also hit the subscribe button for more videos like this one, and make sure that you get your free stocks with Webull down below. Don't forget to check out some of the links in the description. It does help out the channel. Now, let's look at Dogecoin, right? I wanted to talk about this. So this is my third video I'm going to be uploading. It might be the second one that you see, but ultimately this is the third one that I'm recording. So look at this and you can see that Dogecoin, the movement today, let's look at one day. You can see the movement today went from around 20 cents up to about 25 cents, resisted at 25 cents, and started falling. It's currently at 22 cents and, 22 cents basically. I don't know how to say that number, but it is at 22 cents. So we did see it recently, I think yesterday at 16 cents, where I bought about 5,000 or $1,000 more, or 5,000 Dogecoin worth, and added onto it. So I have a total of 21,000. A little over 21,000 at a 25-cent cost basis. So it was very close to my cost basis at 24 cents, or 24.93 cents. So basically at that 25-cent mark. But I'm really happy what I did, because I lowered the cost basis down from 50 cents all the way down to 25 cents. And now I can see that I have about $5,000 worth of Dogecoin in Webull. Now, why did I choose to do this? Now, people started to lose sight of where this can get to. You always talk about Dogecoin to $1, and this is what they always say is, Dogecoin to $1, ADA to $1, whatever to $1. That's what the thought process is that you always move to $1, right? But that's not the ceiling. The ceiling is where the market cap starts to get unreasonable. That's what you start to look at. And people say that, oh, if it gets to $1, $2, $3, that the market cap becomes unreasonable, but that doesn't necessarily make sense. I know that Dogecoin can definitely get to $5, and that's where I'm thinking that it's going to ultimately hover around that $4 to $5 mark, because that's where you see a lot of stable cryptocurrencies, good cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, like Ethereum. They're really hovering around that same market cap level. So let's understand what we're talking about here, and hopefully we can get some actual context of this. So anyways, we had that movement today up of 20 cents all the way up to 25 cents basically, and down to right now around 22 cents. And hopefully we can see the skyrocket again. But I'm holding an extra $5,000 just to invest probably that into Dogecoin if it does decrease more. Because some people, there was a tweet that I seen that said Dogecoin to 5 cents, and it really didn't have too much context behind it. It really just talked about Dogecoin to 5 cents and how they predicted that. So I don't know if I ultimately believe it, but if I do, if that actually happens, I'm actually going to sell a lot of positions and put a lot into Dogecoin. Not AMC. I will keep AMC and GME, but I will put more into Dogecoin if that does happen. It makes sense. I know exactly where it can go. I know the possibility, the realm of possibility that it can get to, where it holds at, 40 cents, 50 cents, 60 cents, 70 cents, all of those different levels, and even the ultimate level of getting to $1, $2, $3, $5, even to the point of close to $10, but we'll break that down. So let's go ahead and take some time to look at the spreadsheet. If you did forget, I built a spreadsheet here just to break down the supply, and I know the supply has increased to about 130. So let's just say that it did increase to 130 and break that down here. So I was just hoping that we would see that increase, but I guess I don't have that set up to add the supply. Let's just say it's 130 across the board. Let's say it's going to get to these prices this year. That's exactly what we will see. It'll get to these prices this year. Now, I'm doing this on the fly, so definitely praise me a little bit if I do get this all right in this take. But we can see that the price where they want it to go of $1. Right? If they actually got it with that supply, it would be 130 billion in the market cap, which is not crazy, because you see other levels like Ethereum, which will consistently hover around the 200 billion, and then actually increase to levels of 500 or 600 billion as it got to those peaks, right? You'll see Bitcoin that gets up to $1 trillion, right? So you know that different cryptocurrencies can get to those points if they take over Bitcoin's dominance. You never really know how that could play out. But we look at other levels here, and you could see that $1 will get you to 130 billion. $3 will actually be at 391 billion. Now, that's not unreasonable. You can see Ethereum at those levels easily. It hovers at those levels all the time. 400 billion? Yeah, sure. It does hover at those levels. There's a lot of, not a lot of other ones that really get to that level. But if you start seeing things that are really, really popular that people love to buy up, and actually consistently make those moves into and not really sell that often, yeah, you're going to see that skyrocket. Eventually it gets to a certain level, maybe it gets to $1 and people start to sell, but you have to start to really understand exactly where that goes. But I understand that Bitcoin or Dogecoin can definitely get to $5 here, because you look at $4, that's only $500 million. You look at something compared to Bitcoin, which is $1 trillion, that's definitely reasonable. Something of $5, that's 650 billion, which is definitely crazy when you compare it to other companies out there, but you can't really compare cryptocurrencies to other companies. This is a form of currency rather than, a business out there that generates revenue and all that stuff. You do treat it the same way as like on the stock market, buying and selling. We understand the supply and demand there, but you do look at it as comparable to the other cryptocurrencies out there. And how can it get to those points? Is it something that's very popular? Is it something that has a lot of volume? Is it on Coinbase? Is it on major exchanges? Yes, it is. So it does have that ability to get up to those points. So for me, I ultimately look at Dogecoin and say, okay, $1 is definitely a short-term ceiling where people will see it get to $1 and they're like, oh, you know what? I'm selling off my position. That's where you can actually get out, but it's not the end of Dogecoin at that point. That's literally just the temporary ceiling that people will end up getting out of that position too early. And yeah, I may end up pulling out of that position at $1 because I know it's going to pull back because it's a major price that a lot of people want to get to and actually sell at that point. But then I'll put more money into it as it does get to $1. That's the smart way to play this, because you put more money into it, maybe not all of the money that you had, you take your initial investment and maybe some more, and then you put whatever you have in there as it does decrease, because it probably will decrease maybe back to 50 cents, and then it will find its way back above $1 when people start really getting into it again, but you're already into it. So anyways, I really wanted to talk about, can you have a hug? Yeah, you can have a hug. What are you watching? You're watching Bo on the Go? And say hi to everybody.
Hi.
Hey, how are you doing?
How are you doing?
You want to tell them about your day? How's your day going?
Good.
That's it?
No.
That's all you got?
No.
No? What'd you do? Oh, wow, you probably blasted a lot of people's ears. Can't make loud noises like that. Well, the mic is kind of sensitive. All right, say goodbye. I'm gonna go watch cartoons.
Bye-bye.
Why are you sucking your thumb? Don't do that. That's disgusting. Nasty. All right, say bye.
Goodbye.
All right. Oh. All right, go ahead. Go on the couch. I'll be over there in a couple seconds. All right, so yeah, anyways, talking about Dogecoin, we understand where it can get to. And looking at a high price of $10, that does put a $1.3 trillion market cap on it, which does make it a little unreasonable, especially even compared to Bitcoin. But if it does take over the dominance, that's definitely a different story. I see it hovering around that $4 to $5 mark, somewhere around the 500 to 600 $1 billion market cap as you start to get a lot of popularity. But when you see it, it's probably going to end up decreasing as the supply ends up, increasing per year. So as long as they still have that supply out there, and if they come up with something maybe like a Dogecoin 2.0 that actually decreases the supply, then it'll make sense and actually has maybe the same usability or maybe some better functions to it. But anyways, Dogecoin definitely to $5. I believe that it could get to those points. It's just going to take some time. Right now, we've seen some good movement, and if people did have that second chance to get into there with a lot of Dogecoin after maybe getting a good increase from AMC or whatever you did, maybe you bought some options and cashed out some money there, put some of it into AMC, put some of it into Dogecoin or cryptocurrencies. But all I know is when we see this, when we see AMC and GME take off, right after the fact where people start selling their position, they're going to put it into cryptocurrencies. And it's going to go into Dogecoin. It's going to go into Ethereum. It's going to go into a lot of different other positions. But, Dogecoin is going to increase. Let me know what you think about this theory and where we can get to the ultimate price here. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, make sure you get your free stocks with Webull down below. Don't forget to check out some of the links in the description. It does help out the channel. Make sure that you check out the 2 links at the top, which I believe one is to sign up as a member. If you want to be a part of the live streams, definitely do that. And to join the Discord group. But I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, and I will catch you guys in the next